I don't know.
do that.
I've been chipping away at it whenever we're here, and I don't need to be doing other things, but we've all
we've also had people like.
Well, it was mostly like Ben and Maury.
Ben and Maury are
but we've been
very
taking
good at
Maury
helping with some of that stuff. You've been taking Maury on adventures, and there's other people that can help Ben, of course, and he's kind of the important one for doing that project. However, you're still looking at manual removal of dirt, and by and large, any work crew that you hire, it's just dudes with shovels filling up burlap sacks full of this mud
around an entire town
and taking it to go build redoubts and stuff. So your moat is probably not going to be all encompassing by the time it's ready to rock and roll, but you're going to have a good crescent moon on the parts that mostly matter.
Okay.
You know?
So. So I thought about this when East was going through his partially drowning episode. Is like using the bag of holding and just like, because there's like rivers and shit near us, right?
You're just a couple miles off from the ocean.
Yeah, a couple miles. Because I was thinking just like.
We have a magic boat.
Because I was thinking just
boat.
like fucking using the bag and just like that being what we use to transport water.
I can
You're
also
much closer to the river.
I can alter river. Like I have a spell called alter river.
You could just
Make a diversion.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you mind doing that? And then we can fill up that moat, the bit of the moat that we have, and then as far as like building the rest of it, like leave like a 10-foot gap, and then just start on the other side, and then meet, and then like once everybody's out, clear out those like quote unquote
sharks.
That we have built in, and then
Maybe not sharks.
so we still have like half
gators,
of them, so they have to attack from like a certain area, sort of like funneling.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's all about the funnels. And all this dirt that's been taken out has been put into sacks and stuff like that. And you have all along kind of your northern border, you've got these redoubts built out.
They have one.
That work as primary defense things that'll help initial funneling, but they're designed to be overran and retreated from to the next section.
It's a scary hippo man.
Yeah. So, T, can you do that?
Yes.
saying if moats worked that well, the Roman Empire would have built them. You know what the Roman Empire didn't have? Fucking moats.
There
Maybe
is.
If they did.
They had water
fine.
coming from Egypt, and they didn't bother to build a moat.
Maybe if they did, they would have been fine. Because you could think about it, put some fucking alligators in there, dude. Like,
yeah, that's the plan.
In a magical world, that's how it works.
Yeah.
So, put some fucking gators in there. Like that's a dangerous fucking moat in there.
Hippopotami.
Like magical world. Just put it on the water slide from Egypt.
A little bit of back
send
pressure, and it's going.
Just fucking.
Gators are inherently lazy. They'll cruise with any of them.
Like you see,
they're like,
have you
yeah,
seen
we
that
just did
video of like the
shipping.
motherfucker like loading the fish into like basically the fucking cannon?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Stalking fish, and they just like fucking truck. Oh, it's so funny.
My
Fish
favorite is when they
moving
get
fucking
the
20
airplanes
miles
for
an hour.
stalking them, and they fly, and they're still like 150 feet in the air, and then it's just like fish, fish in the minuscule amount of water that they needed to transport them that high up into the air, and they just hit. Most of them hit the ground, but then the couple that hit the water, most of them die, but then the ones that don't, stalked.
Exactly. So
And you
gators.
have some relatively not tasty fish for someone to fish out of the pond.
Yeah, but the whole idea is to, if they survive through a year and they can get a little bit of a natural population going, those fish taste so much better. Welcome back to Mad King, everybody.
Hello.
Killing
Gators.
fish.
So gators.
No,
We're
not.
stalking fishing gators.
We're dropping
Bro, you
fish
can
out of
fish for
planes.
gators?
No.
Where do we need to go to find gators? Do we have them around here?
Well, there was a swamp, but it's currently toxic.
You can find gators.
Toxic
Remind
gators, dude,
me.
even better. Like toxic gators, dude.
They would.
Poison swamps are an ecological disaster, the likes of which the world has never seen. As far as you know.
Their bites deal poison damage.
They
Like,
would
fucking-
die as soon as they touch clean water.
Okay, then we'll find regular gators. They're around somewhere.
Or we get the toxic water from the swamps.
Minis.
No,
And then we have a toxic moat.
no, absolutely not. I will not.
about all
I
that.
will.
I like this idea.
No.
It's Zelly plan.
Suddenly I'm invested.
Alex is on board. We doing this.
I got a
Party
ship.
Party is always split.
T is on board. NVIDIA is not.
Maximum chaos.
That's not good.
Maybe usually low on the duck, better on my rolls. So a 17, you guys might be in.
Oh, I thought
you
it
guys
was
might
a
be in
1.
luck.
Okay.
No, it was 17.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
We're all rolling in
I
the
got-
teens.
I got a 19, so we'll see what happens.
15.
Lowest 14 tracks.
It's a good thing it was an initiative.
So you guys have found yourselves back in bronze after the ship took some damage. You've got most of that repaired.
We have a child probably dying.
Yeah.
We have
Mo
a
is
guard
in
who's
intensive
in
care.
some sex shop somewhere.
Adora is somewhere.
A worm bit me.
A worm bit you.
Oh, it did bite you?
Ouch, Charlie.
Oh, shit.
You should go find fucking Derek.
Now he's with that child who's probably dying.
It's with Mo in ICU.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So
a quick glance to be like, okay, you're not gonna like explode in the next 20
I'm
minutes.
fine. I'm
with-
fine.
See, that's what you said, and
Haven't
then
even
you
gone to Derek
were
about your ear yet. You're fine.
exactly like the amount of like long-lasting conditions the rabbit has had, and it's just like, yeah.
But I've also brought these things upon myself. So
Exactly. So you know that they're there.
I'm willing to accept the consequences of my actions.
Quick little rundown of announcements. We have split the Mad King rewards from the My Hero rewards. That is at !mad now instead of the exclamation point rewards that it was base set at, because there are caps now on how many 24/20s you can put onto the My Hero campaign because it got a little ridiculous.
Because y'all are too fucking generous.
And there is the extra option in Mad King to tip to straight increase the difficulty of an encounter.
Oh boy.
And so that is
Boo.
put onto exclamation point mad currently.
Downvote.
Oh boy. I'm stoked.
Bring on
It's
that
almost like that was the first donation we ever got.
try.
Yeah.
It's real close to dead. It might just need charged. I'm not sure.
We have our third campaign
Pretty tasty.
coming up. Alex's new Albion. Talk about it a little bit.
Gosh, where do I start?
At the beginning.
In a newly colonized world, there's a big city, and that city is the city of miracles. There's tech, there's wizards, there's no fucking religion. Outside of that is a barren hellscape of medieval fantasy where
Yes.
there's, kings still, and they don't know what guns are, and real primitive shit. It's September 6th, 8 o'clock. Be there, please.
Or be square.
All players, fear the birds.
Most fantastic. We are still announcing the new merch. Link is below right next to the
Don't
tips
trust
section.
the bubble.
Check out our new
Don't
logos.
trust the bubbles.
Check out our merch. And shoot, I think that's all I've got to announce. Yeah. Sweet. East is getting a very important phone call and has left your company to go have this conversation in private.
It's his girlfriend.
No, it's dodgy. What are you talking about? I told him last session she wants to know why you haven't called. He dealing with some shit right now.
You guys have an unknown amount of time before Invasion Day starts. You're expecting a couple day notice from Thelmar at best, but it's hard to get guys on the inside when it's a military camp to know exactly when they're moving.
However, we have a mage map filled with all of their shit, so
you
like,
might get an even earlier warning just by looking at the mage map when the pieces start appearing and moving onto it. Yes.
almost lost a couple of children doing that. Can't forget.
Don't talk to me about losing children when you guys are talking about fucking no.
She's the only one who's thought about the suicide bomber plan, okay?
You were endorsing it.
I was not! I was the only one who was like, absolutely
I
not.
was against this.
We're not strapping a bomb to a child and sending her to the Mad King. I said that shit.
It's not a bad plan.
All right.
It's kind of fucked up, actually.
Hollow Wolf.
It is.
Oh,
But this is war.
cruel. Oh, what I missed.
TPK.
Hollow Wolf, thanks for the $15.
Bro.
Is harder.
Oh, fucking A. You know what? Nah, we're set. We don't have a lot of troops, but we'll make it work.
Double
That
down,
just
you
means-
won't.
Yeah, it's actually better that it's harder on you guys because it relieves your troops of these encounters and puts it on you guys.
I can take that. I can take that.
Can we?
Speaking of, what I want to talk to you guys for a little bit about right now, we got you guys' general things. You're not necessarily going after much of anything that can't be handled off screen for your enchantment bonuses and isn't going to require rolls in the sense of like you're developing your sport talent. So that all can just kind of be perused over. What's very important is when this starts, it's not just going to be every named NPC that you guys know walking up with you and every named NPC on the Mad King's team walking up to you while your mooks duke it out in the background. You're going to have to appoint NPCs. You know, Raymond's going to have to watch the infantry.
I got it. I have it. I have it set.
You got to kind of pick out where, and then where you guys want to go specifically as well. If you want to stay as a party for these encounters, or if you wish to split the party.
That one. All right.
For different,
That
potentially
always
smaller encounters.
Works out.
Yeah,
Always.
All right.
Homies help homies.
So
Well, actually,
Right now-
homies wouldn't be helping homies. We'd be not helping.
what I have set right now. So
Great.
It depends on how we split.
Ben and Amelia are going to be focused on the siege engines.
Of course.
We have a
The siege
list.
engines that you only have because Ben can create them in about 6 seconds.
Exactly.
Yes.
With like a small gaggle of mooks to like operate the siege engines.
I don't know why I thought for sure
We have a
he was gonna
list
say
of
geese were
enchantments
operating
that we
them.
want Amelia casting on these rocks. Do you want me to give those
Dope.
to you now?
Can we get magic geese?
We can, unless it becomes
Druid?
directly influential to the encounter, you can keep hold of that.
There's a magic ghost in my campaign.
So then we have Bravo
count
Squad.
as
I want Bravo Squad on the walls with
Swarm,
with
dude.
bows,
That's the scariest shit I would ever see
with
in my life.
Grugnug and Aslo with
Geese are
them.
evil.
Grugnug because he has like the range spells. He's essentially our caster. So I thought having him up there to be hucking spells.
Was Grugnug not on the mage map crew because he's the one who can funnel spells through it?
Yes.
Okay.
He's gonna be over there until they figure out, oh, they have a mage map and they do some shit to like
Yeah.
stop the mage map. Then I want
So
him
he's
to
in the
come. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I want him to haul ass and get to the walls.
All right.
Aslo with the guys with the bows, obviously.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna have 2 squads dudes on the walls to protect the archers for like melee in case we have like people coming up on the walls.
Okay.
I wanted Mori with them with fucking what's her name? Hand girl.
Alia.
Alia.
Alia, yeah, because she can fucking just send her hand if need be.
She has only 1 recall of George a day if he goes down.
Okay. She just knows how to use him best, so she can figure that out. Mark with them as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, that way we have.
He is not happy about that decision. He wants to be at least in with the ground troop.
Yeah, he wants front lines.
He does not want to be a reserve man.
Okay, then
He's here for blood, baby.
Then we will replace him with
See where this is
Coraline
going.
because we need to keep these archers protected.
Yeah, and honestly, having your melee kids as
Chekhov's gun
reserve is
who?
much better than having your adult NPCs
Roger.
as reserves.
And then another squad holding the gates in case the gates get broken down. With now Mark, Derek with the ground troops, and Raymond.
Derek would ask to not be with the ground troops, but at the triage center that would be bound to be housed inside the Bailey, where the chances of his pudgy ass getting stabbed are greatly reduced.
I want a healer like with us, and Frida is a lot more squishy than Derek.
Not necessarily true in terms of like
She may
pure body type and
seen more
physicality.
combat than Derek.
She most certainly has seen more combat than Derek.
But Derek's other ability would be an
Exactly.
excellent
Melting
last
face.
line of offense kind of thing.
Exactly, which is kind of why I wanted to have him
All
there.
right, you keep them on for the gates.
And then we can have Frida sitting back with the triage for helping troops that are pulled from the front lines. Patch them up and get them back in there, champ.
Okay. Who else? That's B squad.
Yeah, so that's all I had down for like specifics, and then any of the other named ones who have not been named.
Did you Huntress Party? So the Huntress Party and the Thieves Guild, I think they should be like out more in like the woods area and kind of, you know, like pincher moves where they can kind of thing.
Thelmar doesn't have a lot in the way of combatants.
Right.
However, they are very capable at obfuscation and harassment. So you're not going to inflict a lot of casualties with them, but a judicious putting of them relatively to the back lines could do things like disrupting resupply and fresh troops coming in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
The Huntresses are going to be much more lethal. That's much more of an assassination like SEAL team.
Yeah, we can then have the Huntresses just in the forest basically, and just like snatch the motherfuckers as they come through.
Okay.
And then any of the other named NPCs / children, I didn't really have any.
Oh, that's got to get plugged back in. That's my camera.
Oh no. Was it?
Did the duct tape
just fails every now and then.
Duct tape!
Ooh, haha.
Wait, I mean.
Go ahead and just Scooby-Doo boop bop.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties, everybody.
What do you do?
The mic was
Your
about to
mic was
fall.
going to fall.
Oh.
Okay, so that's plugged back in.
now.
That can.
It's not really plugged back in.
Please hold. Technical difficulties.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, no, it does not want to stay.
It's just
That's all
in
right.
close
I
up of
can
my
do
face.
it this way. It doesn't get anything because it has no power.
Thank God. Y'all don't need to see my ugly ass pores.
That.
Duct tape?
Yeah, I've seen these.
I love this guy. Duct tape?
That's how I imagine Pathfinder 2 has like an excellent feat chain you can go down for field medics, and that's exactly what I picture. Because whenever I play Pathfinder 2, the whole twice, it's been like a goblin field medic. That's the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I'll fix you right up.
You'll be put together in no time.
Better he doesn't even say anything. It's just duct tape nonsense.
Let's see if that has not brought me back quite yet. Womp, womp, womp. Oh, did it unplug from the battery bank? Oh, no, still plugged in there just fine. Gotta find a better way to secure this. More permanent method.
If I can get, I gotta find my measuring tool. I can get some measures of that, and we can just build like a little. I can print a casing for it, and we could just screw it into the side of the shelf.
Cool.
So I
That'd
just
be a
remind me.
All right.
Remind me like Saturday or something. that I can come by.
Victory.
Now, the other children and any other named NPCs, I didn't have a specific task for them. It was find a spot where you're going to feel useful and dig in.
Adara wants to come with you.
It's fine. I have my fucking backpack of power.
She doesn't fit.
Fuck! She's not a child anymore. Okay. Fuck.
Adara is not coming with you.
I mean, she could.
No, I think Adara should be at the mage map.
Adara would be much more useful at the mage map.
Yeah, because she can cast most of her shit, at least on me, through our little fucking message room.
No, I mean she can. We all have put ourselves on the mage map. She can cast on us through the mage map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You need to find a place for Shiro.
Shiro, teleport kid?
Yeah.
And, you know, you can very easily do something where you leave one token at the Bailey at the mage map, and then somebody takes a Shiro token, or an NPC has one of Shiro's tokens, so he can teleport between front line and
I was gonna say
back
he'd
line.
be awesome to
So-
transport like the wounded.
I was just about to say, yeah, because instead of
granted,
keeping...
he can carry them. That's
Exactly. Instead of
Right.
keeping the token at the Bailey, keep it at the triage center,
Okay.
and have him just be able to blink in, grab somebody who's wounded, blink out, drop him off, and then he's on
All right.
triage duty.
Cool. Do you guys not have a NPC outfitted to go with your like actual meet them in the battlefield frontline infantry?
Where do you have Raymond?
I had Raymond.
Gate guard.
Yeah, holding the gates.
Hold the
and
door.
I kind of figured, and I guess I shouldn't have assumed. I figured that we would be there, in, like the front, with the rest of our people. Right?
Relatively, yeah. But if you plan on like meeting the, if you plan on meeting the big bad face to face and combat kind of thing, your ground troops are not going to stay anywhere near you.
Yeah. Then we can. Who do you guys think will be more useful in like that setting? Do you think we should have Mark or should we have Raymond?
Mark has volunteered for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has. That's not the question.
Yeah, no, I think put Mark in the front.
Yeah, because Raymond can do a better
Yeah, he's
job
probably gonna die, but that's where he wants to be. Let him die.
Because Raymond will probably
that for
do.
years, and no one will let me.
Raymond will probably do a better job.
So I'm calling my
Like commanding troops.
Like
in
I
the
haven't
back.
had to stay once or twice, homie. Like
So yeah, we can have
me and Mine Springs are acquainted.
we can have Mark with us,
Been there, done that, had the
Then-
groupie
Okay.
songs to prove it.
and then yeah. So then that leaves Derek and Raymond.
Derek and Raymond with the
feel
gate
like I'm
guard,
not
which
Yeah.
is just fine. You need to outfit. Where?
Sure, it would be nice if we had a Bard for this.
I'm the one with mental issues. How dare any of you?
If you're going to use Tina at all, who is
Tina.
the Shadow Walker,
Seriously though, like TikTok is.
doesn't have a lot of combat
the
prowess,
amount of
but she,
individuality I thought I
slips
had.
between the
Like the
worlds.
most obscure shit.
I would
Like we had a weird
I would
conversation in the car.
have her with the Thieves
remember
Guild
that?
dude, or
Yeah.
Thieves Guild people
I just
running the
saw a TikTok about
interference.
it. Like, I don't know if I want to
And
say this on
Monica,
stream, but
who
fuck it,
condenses
you
and
know,
controls
where,
shadows,
like, I have
probably
this
on the
weird thing
walls
where,
with
like,
Yeah.
archers,
you know, when
because
you're
it is
close
a
to
ranged
somebody,
ability.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to utilize Grant at all with his grug plugs speaking to ghosts?
I don't.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't see him really doing much.
He's more than happy to sit back and listen to music.
Yeah.
And then as you are organizing people and people are starting to drill and go to prepared areas and working on their specific zones, getting supplies rationed out, Tino comes up to you with his bright green eyes, big smile on his face. Where do you want me, Captain?
Hey, wait, I'm the captain.
I want you. You are going to have one of the most important jobs.
Yeah?
I need you to make sure that all of the non-combatants are safe in the Bailey, and it is your job to protect them.
I am the last bastion of defense.
Indeed, you are.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I've seen Lord of the Rings. It didn't work out very well.
Yeah, sure did. Fine. And I would assume that like we would give a call to Jimmy and be like, "Hey, be here."
Yeah, I'm gonna organize my guys and head out as soon as I can. I've been having some issues these last couple of weeks, and it's starting to get a little more serious.
Oh fuck! Issues with what?
There's
We're at the wrong location.
there's like a rash that people are getting, right? Like it doesn't make you too terribly sick, but it's affecting like a lot of my troops, and it's kind of like it looks like fish scales, maybe like gator scale.
Oh, we talked about this before.
Dragons.
And it kind of fishes them out, and then they
Grayscales, what it
they
is
seem
now.
to get like high
Game of Thrones.
fevers or chills sometimes and
Okay,
stuff. Eyes are changing colors. It's kind of fucking weird, my guy.
get them here, and we can have Raymond take a look at, or Derek take a look at them.
You're gonna bring them all here before the invasion, so that we can all catch this fucking plague.
No, I think it's more wise to send Eric to the plague instead of bringing the plague.
Yeah,
to
don't bring the
us.
plague here.
I've got him currently all quarantined out because I don't know if it's contagious or not, but it seems to keep still spreading. It might be something in the food or something.
Okay. How far is Bronshire from here?
Huh?
How far is not quite Bronze
Like
from
a-
here?
Walking 3 days.
Yeah.
We have a flying ship. We have.
We have means.
We can get him there.
Yeah, the whole thing is though trying to get him there and back before shit pops off.
Yeah.
I got a lot of kids with it.
I'm at the front line of the invasion anyway. I can get Derek back in time.
Okay,
It doesn't matter if I'm not there.
Okay, can we
Did
have...
he save Mo? Is Mo, like...
He's alive.
He's stable?
He's catatonic right now.
Awesome. We have
We'll
another
just bring him
catatonic
with.
child.
It's cool.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Bring him to the plague.
Okay, then yeah, can you grab Derek and head down there very quickly, and then see what there is to be seen, and then try to get back?
Can I have like a,
You'll need Amelia, won't you?
like a mask? And catch that. I don't want that.
You're vaccinated, aren't you?
I'm sure we got a cloth around here somewhere.
You got a bandana,
Yeah.
handkerchief.
All right,
That
so
stops the plague.
yeah, we'll send Derek.
Pedals in there.
We'll send Derek down there to take a quick peek, see if there's anything he can quickly do. Jimmy doesn't have it, right?
Looks like a
No,
plague
I don't
doctor
got
mask.
it. But I was just thinking, in all honesty, like it doesn't seem nobody's died. It's not like they're like hacking up a lung and nothing like that. They feel as far as they've been saying, it takes a little energy out of you like the first couple of days, but then it seems like they still got the rash, but physically they recover.
It's not that hard
Okay.
to do it either.
And so I was
It's pretty
thinking that I
easy
was
to fuck
probably
that
just
one
gonna
up.
get my guys together and mobilize
You can get it
relatively
from Prairie
soon
Dogs,
and
too.
just kind of deal with it later.
Okay.
My guards that got it, they're just gonna march in the back or something, and that'll just be how life is.
Okay,
Still
so
around here.
Well, like,
do
we
that,
had
get
horses in
started
a
setting
field,
out, and then we can have
they set that hole, break their leg.
Derek and Harway
a
meet
$3,000
you
animal
like
was
halfway,
killed.
because they'll be on their way to you.
So,
And then
yeah,
we'll
we
have
used to
Derek
take,
take a peek at your dudes,
mini
see if it's
pipe
something that
bombs,
or see if
shove 'em in
it's
the
something that
hole.
is contagious.
It was fantastic.
Try to figure out what it is, and
It
if
was the
it's
most
something
fun thing ever.
serious, you can send
We went in
the
the house with our little
the
rifles.
sick back to not quite, and then keep the healthy ones, and then keep on moving forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll head out in a couple of days.
Perfect.
These are my
books.
happy memories.
I read books as a child.
Okay,
I hit puberty and I
That's
stopped
all
talking
set
to
up?
People.
Have plague masks been invented yet? Can I roll for plague mask?
Like doctors exist.
yep, plague doctors absolutely exist.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that and his little red sunglasses.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I heard there was a cold.
You get outfitted with that. Derek does come to return to you guys. Mo is stable. He should wake up sometime in the next couple of days. However, his right arm has been completely separated and is gone.
You
He cannot
know,
recover that.
it be like that sometimes.
I mean, he can.
Oh my fucking god, he fucking did.
We're not making any more deals with this motherfucker.
Who,
Okay,
Daddy?
wait, his name is Daddy, man. Like,
And we have you forgotten that he might be the big bad of the campaign?
okay, the daddy we have talked to is not the scary daddy, okay? Like,
So
That-
you
this is-
assume
this is
that
Dad
has
the
not
lesser.
been confirmed.
His father.
What, you guys should be afraid of his grandpa?
exactly. My name is Mr. Daddy, thank you very much.
The one we've been talking to is just like the stepdad.
Daddy, and then there's Dad. Did no one watch Codename Kids Next Door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Is there anybody else that we're forgetting? I don't think so.
Not necessarily. There's kind of the obvious things that are falling into place with some of the very minor named NPCs like Arbor and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Aslow's dad.
Mm-hmm.
But no, other than that, you guys are doing all right. Grubnug's tribe over the next couple of days arrives. You got some 300 plus kobolds at your general direction. They
Right, you have
are
a magic
maintaining their
slinger.
sovereign status, but they are settled within your kingdom, and they do owe a debt to you. And since Grubnug's on your
So-
side, they're kind of on your side.
We're
Explain
allies.
explain real quick exactly what a kobold is.
It is like a 3 foot tall,
Scaly dog.
scaly dog,
Yeah.
alligator man.
Alligator man.
Yeah, they got the snoots with all the jagged teeth. These guys, as you saw, very adept swimmers.
Perfect.
Give them shiny rocks and head
We
pats
found
and
the
they are your
alligators
friend.
for the moat.
Perfect.
Relatively short lifespan. They come in a variety of colors.
You're right.
Perfect. So
Put him in the moat!
we're gonna have the kobolds in the little half moat that we have.
Yeah.
As like a hidden line of defense about like if any troops do breach through and they have to cross through this fucking moat, many of them just don't come out.
The kobolds are amenable to that.
Dope.
Yeah.
I would also like to, if I can. We haven't checked in on fucking like Lucian or Johnny. Right, it was Johnny.
Yeah.
That ran off with his girlfriend Gwen. Yeah.
Well, you tried to check in on him and they kind of shut you out.
I know. Well, yeah. But last time I was trying to scry on Johnny, I think, not on Lucian. And I sent some like a note back and forth with Lucian, but we haven't just like checked. If I could scry on Lucian.
There's a general scry, but there was some kind of anti-scry magic in the area, which.
But if we can try it again, because
if
like
Gwen's a high level exec at some business, it's not unlikely that she would have some kind of anti-scry.
Yeah.
Just as a basic defense.
Yeah, we still don't know what the deal is. But at the very least, I'd like to know, like, if they're in the area, I'd like to let them know, like, hey, there's going to be a bloodbath, so, you know, just
do that.
All right, yeah, you, how do you do that?
I'll scry on Lucian, because I didn't try scrying on him specifically.
Yeah,
he might have wards.
He does not. He is very unbothered by it. You scry him, he is running through a forest with an extremely worried look on his face.
Sick.
Yeah, and that's just kind of like a little top-down view, maybe like a little from the front. You can move your point of view kind of around to maybe see a little bit of what's going on. You roll a bit.
Okay. 23.
There, you go down and around. There is like a wildfire.
Oh!
Following him.
Hate that.
And for just a slight glimpse, you catch a figure in full plate armor hiding in the shadows behind the fire.
Dope. And I have no idea where this is.
You know.
No.
Well, he has our sending stone numbers. Just call him.
You could call on the sending stone.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Hey, man, everything okay?
Hey, I see you're running away from a magical fire. What's going on, buddy? Like.
Yeah, you a little bit of time passes. Busy, out of breath. The association. I've been fired.
Literally.
They know. You're next. I'm coming your way.
Oh shit! There's an invasion happening. Be careful. Bye.
Fuck.
To the ocean.
Oh, that's great. Oh, speaking of, I sent word a fucking hot minute ago about possibly getting reinforcements from the paladins.
Yes.
Can I give a ring to
Lisa.
Lisa
the mouse.
Mouse. There it is. I remember the mouse. Yeah, I'll give a ring to the mouse.
Yeah, she gets back on. Is this about your request a couple of weeks ago?
Indeed.
The only two operatives anywhere near you are myself and one other. She is currently on continent, out and about on another mission. If one other knight is going to be the absolute difference maker, I can reroute that. I am not allowed to partake in physical engagement this time.
Okay, send the other night.
If you say.
All hands help.
I'm not sure how far away she is from you. It's been a good couple of days since I've been in contact, and she travels relatively far in this.
What's her name?
Oh, that's classified.
She's gonna. All right, whatever. All right.
This isn't an encrypted line.
I know your friends are around. They listen to everything.
Well, actually, no. This is the encrypted line because I have two sending stones. One for the general purpose,
is the
and then
it is technically an encrypted sending stone.
Yeah, damn right it is. All right, cool.
But it is above your pay grade. What her name? She is some kind of special agent.
Okay.
As far as you know.
James Bond.
Perry.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I was about to get here and it's gonna be Victoria. Fucking watch. All right. All right, cool beans. Bartholomew. What the fuck's he doing right now?
Whatever the fuck he wants.
Stay the
He's
fuck
young.
out of this.
I was gonna say we need to do something with like Bartholomew and Tim.
You do have Velios that needs a position.
What the fuck does Velios do?
He does everything Bartholomew used to do, but is
Velios
not
is the
Bartholomew.
shit.
Okay, honestly...
Bartholomew is basically given you to him as an appeasement to the gods to get him the fuck out of whatever their plans are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can ask Bartholomew to help, but it's unlikely. We just need to make sure that he and Tim don't cross paths because he doesn't want Tim to know that he's here.
Okay, I would want Velios with the huntresses because I feel like him using his plant magic and shit out there would, I don't know, be more useful.
Yeah.
He's useful literally anywhere.
He is a generally useful lad.
Yeah.
So Tim, do we want him in the Bailey just casting fucking wild bullshit through the mage map?
I think that's a really dangerous gamble.
Yeah.
Remember, your guys' pieces are on the mage map, so he can cast spells on you as well.
If he's casting wild shit,
him,
I'd rather have him
or
down.
we tell him not to cast shit on us.
Accidents happen.
And just, you know...
I don't trust him.
Tim has a recommendation.
Yeah.
What is your recommendation?
Put him on the boat.
Right. Rocky can fly, right? And he's this huge fucking bird. Big enough that I can ride on his back. And if I ride Rocky, I can be over top of everything. And then everything I do is useful. Or woefully detrimental.
Sold.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Gamble.
Throw him in that wild card slot of just above.
Where are you?
You know?
If you fuck up, I'll shoot you with lightning.
You'll try. And probably succeed.
All right, party says
I'll
yeah.
just shoot you.
Yeah, just shoot him.
He's up
I don't need to
above.
waste a spell
All right.
slot.
I got cannons.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Good.
Arrows.
Good.
That man has to be squishy as hell.
Alrighty, Risky. A couple more days pass. Jimmy and his crew show up with Derek, who had been dropped off a day out and had walked with them that last day in. Derek has no fucking clue what this is. This rash is forming patterns, almost like tribal tattoos, all across their bodies, and it is hard, almost like metal plates.
Oh, fuck.
You want to give your boy Poseidon a...
He was able to separate one, and underneath is just flesh. It's not like they're on top of the skin. They're like replacing the skin. Some people are exhibiting like their hair just stays permanently frazzled. Others are complaining about major gut problems and indigestion. Some are having hot flashes, some cold flashes, and none of it ever seems to coincide with you.
Does he know if this thing is possibly contagious?
He does not believe it's contagious from what he understands about it.
Okay.
And from what he was able to garner from them, too many cases that are completely unrelated, too many close family members that they were living with, that they've had it now for a couple of weeks, and the family members have been with them their entire time and have not experienced any symptoms. It's too randomly spontaneous.
But do they have someone who's so desperate that they would let me use wild transmutation magic on them to see what happens?
No.
Okay, if he doesn't become
Damn.
contagious, then they can stay. But I would want them
In
just as a
jail.
No, just as a precaution, still away from the healthy troops.
Yeah, they just kind of form their own troop.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lepers.
The lepers.
Yeah.
All right. And as you guys, the same day you begin seeing movement on the mage map, you get word from Thelmar that there is movement coming out of the camp. The last of the guard had moved in. Most of the camp, everything but the shell has been taken down and is being moved, and they are now setting up temporary camps, doing very heavy scouting. It's all the signs of rocking and rolling into your territory.
Dope. So we should hear explosions in the forest very quickly.
It's gonna, they're walking, and since it's a troop march, it's much slower than just like guys walking to Leadshire kind of thing. It's gonna take a couple more days for them to get through and for them to honestly be here. It is at this point that Jimmy recommends, since his guys They are much poorer armored than your guys are. They're not as well trained as your guys are. And they haven't trained with your guys in any kind of joint exercises. He recommends that they kind of fuck off into the woods for those couple of days, and when the invasion comes, they're kept as kind of like an auxiliary flanking force to come and basically operate autonomously and hit from the side. So that way there is no conflict with your formation.
Perfect.
Okay.
Works for me.
It's also where he wants to be.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Jimmy's gonna get taken as a fucking prisoner.
He's not.
He is not.
No.
He's just hyped up on cocaine.
He's hyped up on cocaine and life.
And that'll do it.
So.
Got me through my divorce. Just kidding. That was a joke.
As the first couple of days pass, you're hearing reports from Jimmy, Thelmar, and from Fourth Wind about some minor skirmishes, some, hitting of scouting forces, some denial of information. Velios has been building these vine walls
Hurting them into the mines.
kind of hurting them towards the minefields and stuff. And another report, some of the huntresses are complaining about these humongous dead zones in the forest where all of the trees are nothing but these sweet sap trees that just attract the most nasty biting insects. And it's just all the ground layer is nothing but poison ivy and just the nastiest plants that anyone could ever imagine.
Someone curse our terrain?
Yeah, I don't. That's new, isn't it? We haven't heard anything about that before.
You have not.
So wait, we let that
But
one
they
adventuring
are-
party leave, right?
They are
What was left of it.
They're switching gears a little bit. They're having Velios funnel them as
like
well
Nelson,
into those areas,
the guys that
and
came
they're
to
just
fuck the Mad
driving
King
a little
did.
bit.
Yeah.
They
move
left.
through those
So
areas
like,
comfortably.
what if they
Perfect.
built a mage map while they were here, and that's
Oh,
why they had their
I-
creepy wizard man?
No,
with
I
them?
totally believe, because his eyes were all fucky and everything the whole time too. I totally believe he wasn't actually like seeing physically. He was seeing.
Yeah. So we're gonna get mage maps, Uno reverse card.
It's pretty common.
Yeah, and the huntresses, they have like I don't know, they can fuck with animals, right? If anything, they can like.
Some.
Most can in a minor way, right? Not all huntresses are not like the hunter or druid
All
class,
huntresses can do that.
but
You do
they
fuck
do
with
have
animals,
better access
just-
to animal companions and survival and lore and stuff.
I want to tell them to try to like herd all of those like biting insects and everything like towards the fucking dudes.
Unfortunately, in this strike team, they do not have
Roger.
a swarm speaker.
Roger.
And vermin, you have to be in a very specific subsect of druidic magics to actually control and talk to. But they do have. They're doing what they can with what they got.
What is the huntress that we fucking stole? What was her name?
Moya,
Moya.
she is with them.
She's with them?
Yeah, they took her immediately.
Okay, cool.
With
Yeah.
a beetle.
Whereas she did not, Sparky. Whereas she did not pass hunter school, her innate sport talent of being able to turn into a cloud is very useful for scouting and for very advanced reconnaissance, and with the direction of real hard trained huntresses, including fourth in the line for the throne. She's gonna be just fine out there.
Perfect. So like, future plan, we get Cloud Girl and her bug, right? And then we put Mo, the acid dude.
Yeah.
Mo. We put Mo.
He's in a coma.
That's why I said future plan. Once he's not in a coma, we put Mo on top of the bug, and then they're flying over, and then it's like a lightning acid cloud.
Look, Mo's lost some weight recently, but he hasn't lost that much.
If he comes out of his coma.
But you could get
We
him
can
like
figure it
a
out.
flying carpet.
And you just like fly in the cloud, and then just like
Acid rain.
yeah.
Cool. You do get a complaint when you're getting these updates from Aslo as he kind of rotates through and stuff with his father. He's griping. He's kind of wishing that he was out there with Moya and the.
You'll do more good on the walls, helping the archers.
Yeah, but I just I got the whole scouting thing. I don't know. Moya's cool. Anyway.
Maria is also pretty cool.
She's been hanging out painting in the Bailey mostly. She's helping like moving crates around and stuff, but she is.
She's
not.
also with.
I want mandatory morale hour.
Mandatory morale hour.
She's also
All the
tasked
kids
with
are required
recess.
to come and paint and listen to the bard play. Oh, the bard's gone.
Yep.
Listen to me with Zelly play music, which
Wait,
is fantastic.
You could use Ben.
Why didn't we just? I'm gonna call fucking Adora. Have her fucking.
Yeah, absolutely. You call her on her sending stone?
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
Are you live?
Yeah, actually, this has been, like, really interesting.
Okay, where are you?
You are not going to believe this.
Tell me.
Later.
I am hanging out with a literal god right now.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it is super cool. It's
Who?
Thoth, right? With all the knowledge and stuff.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, he's got this fucking castle in the sky. And there's like this dome around it that keeps it like air sealed. There's all these gardens and stuff with all these crazy plants. And I've just been chilling, and he looks super annoyed about it and is just waiting for his next gambling night with Smiles to complain.
Why? Can you ask him to send you back?
Oh. I've tried. He says that he doesn't like interfere in things.
How did you get there?
Oh, I came to in a closet.
Oh God!
And it was full of like cream pies and like hand buzzers and horns and stuff. He said he had no idea that it was there. When I came out, he was very confused, and then suddenly he was like, "Oh yeah, this makes sense." When he closed the door, it disappeared, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. As it turns out, Smiles, the trickster god, they gamble all the time. He says, and Smiles has just hid a bunch of like gag things in his library of infinite knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah. And uses it potentially as a portal to sneak in here and steal things. So he sealed that off. So Smiles might not be too happy about that. But I'm going to ask him for a ride when he comes by.
Okay.
Or you guys could come get me, I guess, if you can make it.
Yes.
I don't know exactly where I am. It's all fluffy.
Cloud
City.
City.
There's a bunch of like mist around.
That's one of my gods. I bet he would call me over, have a cup of tea. Cloud City.
Read some books together.
Okay. Well, try to get back
Have
here
some
as soon as you
bedtime
can.
stories.
Invasion's coming.
Yeah, cool, man.
In a couple months.
Click.
Hey, my friends just caught. Yeah.
So she's alive.
I mean, I knew she was alive. I was just thinking she was in some creepy shop in the Underdark or something.
No, this is much better.
This is better.
Okay.
It is. It's the Cloud City we were looking for.
Okay. Throne of an actual god. Got it.
Hey, maybe. You don't know. Maybe he's chill with just like getting over the edge on humans.
I mean, that's what
He's
most
a
gods
bird.
do.
For science.
For science.
It is
Making
no
sure
more than a
gravity's
few
still
days
working.
later that they are just outside of, bow shot and stuff of your first redoubts and that wrecked castle. It never got completed because it never was really a focus project, but it functions as one of those kind of temporary defensive points. And so they're currently held up just outside of that. And you get a call from some forward forces saying that a man has approached under the flag of truce, looking for negotiations.
All right.
I think now is an excellent time to look at my inventory list and start passing out bubbles that I've been hoarding.
That is a good time, yes. You guys have pretty much a conversation, and then you're going to have to start deciding how combat's
So
going to go.
you get a black symbiote.
Oh.
Oh, what does that do again?
It gives you armor.
Oh, okay. How much armor?
I think it's like a +2.
It is, let me
Plus
double
four.
check here.
+4. Come on.
Where are my deep roots bonuses?
Sorry.
Haven't thought about those for a
It's
while.
alright, yeah. I haven't thought about them for a while.
I've been sitting on this stuff for a hot minute.
Oh, I gotta look them up
That
on
I'm-
the
would be a
computer, I
good
think.
magic.
Also gonna take one, or would you rather have it? I don't think you'll be as
Which one is it?
frontline as the black symbiote for the armor.
I can't really.
It's not a wear armor, it grows out of you.
Oh, okay.
Warm
You're all about parasites, remember? How it was totally chill on the jellyfish?
Yeah, I was totally.
Because like my thought is you're way more squishy, so you might need it, but I'm going to be in it.
I
taking
think-
more hits.
I think you should take it.
Okay,
Because I have a couple wild shapes per day.
and that's kind of like extra.
Basically, the way
Yeah.
we run it, yeah. So as long as I can wild shape, I should be okay. Hypothetically.
And then
It is damage reduction 5.
Oh, it's damage reduction.
Yeah. For a total of 150 hit points.
Oh, wait a minute. Before I let this thing slurp all up on me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
You don't seem to have a problem with that before.
Derek.
When it has pink hair.
Fucking.
got him.
She gets me armor, okay? Like,
This gives
shit.
you
damage reduction.
damage reduction.
Two different things.
Derek is extremely unsettled by this creature.
I want him to do a quick, just like, whoosh over her because she's had, like, what, 3 of these?
In totality?
Yeah.
You're fine. You check out.
that's cool.
There is a weird, like, hole in some of your flesh above one of your... But it seems unrelated.
It seems unrelated.
Yeah, that's where I store my extra alcohol.
You gotta make room somewhere. Decided it wasn't
Yeah, he does
necessary.
note the scar tissue on your liver.
Okay, this thing's not gonna kill me, right?
Possibly
No.
unrelated.
I've already used one. You're fine.
No.
I lived. If it kills you, you're a bitch.
It's true.
Off the cork.
I mean, I guess,
I
yeah.
have been challenged.
It starts goopily reaching out a tendril for you.
So I'm
Seems like
taking
it's seeking a living organism.
the other one.
And it just absorbs into your skin.
I don't
Gross.
think I've got really aren't super useful at the moment. I don't remember what I was doing.
I wanted to attempt to attach the magic missile gun to the ship.
Just straight up attach it.
Yeah, just mount it.
You can mount it easy.
Cool. Figuring it out how it works is a later problem.
Yeah, there is also damage to like the superstructure of it, and so it might be unstable.
Yeah, you know.
So
You gotta roll the dice on that bad boy.
it's the shelf corals that you can only have one of per year, right?
Yes.
Okay. I also give you an orange branch coral, which is super strength.
Me?
Yep.
Yo.
And then I'm gonna give East the other one.
Solid. Then
How
I will not
much
procure
does that increase?
That is a +4 bonus to strength, and it lasts 2 weeks.
I mean, you could still prepare full strength. It's
Yeah,
a different source.
It is a different source. It will
It'll
stack.
stack.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Plus 4 to the score, not modifier.
Score not modified.
Okay.
Oh, then I
be
could
like
give one to
juice.
you or like another one of the NPCs.
Yeah, you could give me and Mark,
Jesus.
because Mark's gonna be out there. Give him a little more of a chance.
Yeah.
Okay. Purple branch coral.
Is there some sort of feat or something that allows me to add my strength to my AC?
To your AC? No.
You're just so fucking stubborn that you're just like, you just get hit and you're like, oh.
No.
No? Okay. Worth an ask.
Do you want telekinesis for a week? Do you think that would be
You
useful?
could work on using sport talents. to apply
I
this.
get confused between telekinesis and the other one.
That's moving things.
Like mage hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. So you could
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm doing, trying to
the
get it to work for
wind
Dex.
stuff from your
Yeah.
where it
Yeah,
says
so I have it to be able
telekinesis for a
to
week.
slap on to.
But what you're not hearing what I'm saying. You don't have to go through Dex to
Better
increase your
than
AC. You
casting
can
mage
straight
hand.
train
Exactly.
talent to just give you a dodge bonus
It'll
to your
last,
AC.
you know, a hell of a lot longer.
Okay.
Your talent's rather open-ended.
I have
so long as it is a
create water
physical enhancement
slotted into the ship now
that you spend from your pool
to save the
utilize.
sails.
You can basically train it.
Okay, that's
Some
that's
Have you
emergency
taken a
procedures.
couple hours during these down days to?
You
try
didn't
to-
specify.
Damn.
No rules.
Worth an ask.
Don't take too long anyway. We've already got a bunch up for combat, so we gotta
Alright.
get to it at least after break.
consumables passed out.
Consumables passed out. You guys approach the front gates for the parlay.
Yeah.
Do you have them wait there at like your absolute first redoubt, which will take you guys a couple hours to get to, or you want to meet them like halfway into your territory?
Let them come. We don't go to them. They come to us.
I do not attend this meeting.
You're with the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's have them.
Mark doesn't attend the meeting either. He's with the troops.
Yeah. We'll have Raymond with us though.
Raymond will come with you guys. Okay.
I don't necessarily want Kenosi like on the front. Fucking
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
He can come on the ship.
He's the only person I care about. I don't want him to die. Yeah, he can go on the ship. That's fine.
We'll go on a magic carpet ride.
And his utility
He doesn't like his armor or his utility belt.
He's fine with the utility
He
belt.
likes the top hat, and that's it.
We've established that he's fine with the utility belt.
He's all right with utility.
Exactly. We'll get there with you.
You guys approach. You have them come a little ways into territory to meet you. And you are met with a couple familiar faces. Whatever. And what's a decent name for that?
Oh, who's the hobbly dude?
Probably the old magic wizard man.
The guy
Yeah, I just didn't have any other old men.
This is
I
him
really
going,
hope it is.
surrender or die. And we're like, well, you're already here. And just like,
Yeah, walking in with a serene look, hands folded into a flowing white robe, it is Gladdick.
Yeah,
An
that's
old
his name.
man
Gattacus.
with Tyler, the immortal, and Kylie, the one with super speed who had grabbed a door at your last engagement.
Tried to.
She did. You guys spent a lot on that.
Bitch.
They just kind of walk up. The two younger
Same
folks seem to be
picture.
just kind of
I probably didn't need to say
hanging
that much, but I
back.
wasn't
Tyler
risking
just
it.
kind of
Yeah.
twitching and looking around
We'll
with this
get
big
more.
stupid
It'll be
smile on
fine.
his face. Gladdick approaches. Hail.
Hell.
It is unfortunate to be seeing you in these circumstances, but I suppose this is the path that has been chosen.
Can't seem to be avoided.
I don't believe we've officially met, just
Oh,
a
you
quick
came
in
to-
passing.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
No reason.
I am Gladdick in Orden of Odin. It is a pleasure. And I hope that we can solve things diplomatically.
Probably not.
Unfortunately, and he introduces himself to Raymond. Is anybody carrying you, or are you just chilling on the ground?
Probably just chilling on the ground.
He does take a knee and offer his left hand to you as well. Druid. No hard feelings about the feces or the lightning, I would hope.
All's fair in love and
Does he
war.
want me to shake his hand?
Yes.
He reaches like for your paw, for your left hand.
Sit back on my
He does not have a
haunches
right
and,
hand.
Do it.
I understand.
No balls.
I appreciate the
I thought
show of
about
good
it.
faith from you, from Raymond as well. It is dark tidings, of course, that I bring. The army is at the gates, and we wish to offer you the chance to peacefully surrender.
And spend the rest of our lives in prison or worse?
I was about to offer you the same thing.
I unfortunately could not offer you a long time. It would be, all I am allowed at this point is the swift death offering. I don't expect you to take it. I understand completely. But customs are customs. Polite is polite. Are there any conditions that you wish to have for this battle?
No prisoner.
If we lose,
There's a reason you're not here.
I'm sorry, what was that?
if,
Other people were talking?
if we lose, the children go home.
Amenable. In return, we are to be granted a safe haven for triage, sited just within bow range of the castle. And he shows on a quick little map of the region, the kind of zone. It's right along the road, big open grassland, super open field of it. We will not move active troops through. It is for triage exclusively after the front lines pass.
Only if they treat our troops
Yep.
too.
I was-
Have you
That
never
is-
seen like war movies and shit? It's
that
not
is-
actually all that uncommon.
Yeah.
That is acceptable.
Well, medics and
Same
doctors
conditions
are
Yeah.
apply
medics
for
and
us.
doctors.
Exactly.
We have a
Shelter
triage
field.
set up.
Would you
Don't-
like to mark out where your triage is?
He doesn't want any war crimes on his hands.
Yeah. I'll mark the little tent that we have inside.
Yeah.
So they don't throw catapults at us?
Inside the walls, do you wish
Full
for a
catapults.
triage for your
Entire
redoubts?
Yes.
They may be captured by our forces, but captured wounded is better than slaughtered because they're believed combatants.
The triage inside the Bailey is
You
fine.
ever been to the gulag?
If you insist. Any other stipulations you wish to make at this? We would ask if this prolongs that we have a general ceasefire between the hours of 10 and 2 at night.
I'll look at Derek or Raymond.
Just kind of shrugs.
Except
the Huntresses might be a little upset about that.
Yeah.
They don't
I don't
participate.
love
You
that.
don't. This is very strange to you. You've never once seen or heard of
A parlay.
a parlay like this.
No, we
Opposing
gorillas.
forces don't chat.
No, we
you know?
gorillas.
Yeah.
We strike in the middle of the night when you're not expecting. I don't like this rule.
Most wonderful.
Now he's really not expecting it.
I apologize for what is to come.
one more thing. Any captured troops of ours, treat them fairly. They're fighting for a free land.
Likewise.
Agreed.
Best to you.
Harway pushing the gallows
And
into the tree.
know at any time. Yeah.
The guillotine he had been setting up just
Know at any time
Too soon.
your troops may lay down their arms and simply secede into custody.
same goes
No
to
harm
yours.
will befall.
No, they don't. Same does not go to theirs. You hush.
You guys have
Yeah,
like,
like,
no facilities.
This is why I resort to
make that
terrorism instead of diplomacy. This is
Exactly.
fucked up.
Guerrilla
We're
warfare.
talking about how we're gonna kill each other. Just get to it, buddy.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Rabbit just starts losing it.
Yeah. Swing, swing, swing,
It's
swing,
like,
swing, swing, swing. No, literally, I was just gonna say, she's literally just over there and her like one leg is just like twitching on the
fucking
ground.
gold.
just
From the
like-
looks of it, you see Tyler shares in your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Of course he would.
Target the enemy's triage. Commit all the war.
Yes.
Commit all the war crimes.
You know where it is. You are free to break truce.
Tempting.
As well as they also know where ours is. So
I don't know where
maybe
theirs
we
is.
Yeah,
know.
but if
Hey,
they get to
this
ours,
encounter's
we
already
fucked.
going to be harder than it was going to be to begin with, so
Exactly,
we don't
let's
need
not
to
make it
create more
harder.
problems.
Hey man, I don't know where it is. 10's a 10. I can go. We didn't put that there.
We'll wait till the end. Towards the end, we start committing war crimes.
Since you are an unknown force and have so far been the only country
Hey.
that we have warred with that respects
We
the
got a
parlay
status.
in the meeting, as a show of good faith, I will be fully beholden to my technical standing only as the Magister's keeper.
He means he's
Okay.
not going to annihilate all of us.
The subtext of that is he is not going to actively fight you guys, unless, of course, you come after him.
Okay. I mean,
His job is to babysit the rhino, and he is planning on bending the rules to stringently follow that.
very well.
And they turn and start walking away.
All right. Guess we'll head back to town as well.
Okay. No ambush at the parlay was attempted.
It was wanted, though.
That's why I question you're here. Waiting for Zelly just to deck him, and I'm just like,
Do you guys head back to the keep, or do you plan on participating in some of this redoubt combat?
I would want to be in the combat in the front, at least for the first little bit.
Mark is currently organizing redoubt troops. He is going to be first wave hit and then retreat as needed. But there is no question that you guys are going to abandon multiple levels of these redoubts and need to be ready and mobile enough to retreat from one to the other.
And I would assume that, like, through the construction of these redouts and everything, we would have traps set essentially in/around the redouts so that, like, we
Yes.
retreat, we know our safe path, and then, like, they try to follow, climbing over the shit, and then pitfall spike trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. exactly. You guys have tons of traps. You got some explosives laden out through there.
Oh, speaking of which, fucking all the explosives and shit that K made. How numbers wise, what are we looking like?
Most are buried, but you guys have a good 2-3 cases of these, kind of grenade-sized 2d6 explosives ready to be utilized.
Yeah.
So you got 100, 150 grenades.
Yeah, we'll put them on the ship, and same plan as last time.
Okay.
Just fucking carpet bomb them.
Tuck one case into my bag of holding.
Do you take any NPCs or kids from the wall onto the ship?
Well, I've got Bella with me,
Of course.
of course.
Don't you usually have Amelia?
But Amelia's needed with
Amelia's
the...
Oh,
needed
with the mage
elsewhere.
map.
Now, I could take like a couple of here there hooligans. It doesn't take too much to be like point cannon,
Where is Aslan?
Yeah.
Aslan's on the wall.
Okay.
drop grenade. Like it's
And Amelia
Fairly
is
simple
actually
stuff.
Right.
been
and with the hour of
enchanted.
Got
telekinesis,
it.
I can pretty much run the ship myself.
giant boulders that were
As far as
catapulting
steering
into their
stuff
troops.
goes.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So, or is it an hour or a day of telekinesis?
I think it's like
It's a week.
A week.
It's a week.
So
You're good.
I'm more than set there as far as roll.
Okay.
It has had some magical changes. Create water is now one of the safety
that's a good call.
precautions.
That's a good call.
Still has the swivel cannons, gust of wind. It has the scorpion stinger on it. Still is enchanted. It's got lightning rod.
Yeah.
The haphazard like rope tied around it to the gunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Magic wand gun.
Yeah. Cool. Just a hodgepodge of broken pieces.
Yeah,
Cool. Monica wants to go with you instead of being.
shadow shape.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Permitted. If that's okay with you.
yeah, she does solid shit.
Yeah.
I'm
That'll help out.
I'm not gonna take bull. I'm not gonna prepare bull strength since you guys already have some core. I'm gonna prepare other things just for weird contingencies instead.
Roger.
All right. So you are going to start participating in beginning battle.
Yes.
Ew. Saving yourself.
Kind of all around plan.
Yeah.
You want to start like on, and you can kind of go wherever as.
I would probably want to start up on the walls. And then
Okay.
if I need to, I can jump down onto the ground with everybody, but I'm also thinking depending on the spells, what we're needing, I can throw some impediments at people from there.
Yeah. And where would you like to begin then?
I'm gonna wait. So once they get through the redoubts into like the big battle, that's where I'm gonna be. Is when they get to us,
Yeah.
waiting there,
Okay.
instilling morale,
Yeah.
Passing out
Passing out.
drinks.
Yeah, passing out the beer.
Calm the nerves.
singing
So-
songs.
Let's see.
We've been practicing our painting. Anybody who wants painted up for battle, got this.
Yeah, you and Maria.
Hell yeah.
You paint me up for
All
battle.
right, so
Hell yeah.
the little
Kenosi
parlay
usually has his
happens.
lines.
Do we have like any sort of gauge on like time frames?
There is a general hour ceasefire after a parlay.
Perfect. All right, so
And so yeah, everybody, there's arrows being rushed out and getting ready. People are doing their last sharpening on their swords. Armor's put on. Troops are yelling at each other and
Prayers
getting in
are
formation.
said.
Prayers are said. Pants are shat.
all right. Well,
Happens.
after the parlay,
Should've worn
I wanted
the
to head back to the keep real quick, just
Okay.
to like do some final things before heading out. Scale of 1 to 10, how shit the bed are these troops looking?
They look determined, but boy, they're underarmed. You know, you're gonna have a hard time with it. You're gonna have to rely very heavily on the mage map and Grugnug's AOE. Tim pulling some wild bullshit in the air. The ship coming and supporting the infantry, and this kind of pincer maneuver that you got from the huntresses and that's hiding in the woods.
Do the troops look like they need a before war speech?
Do you have one?
I do, but first I want to ask Raymond if he's got it.
Raymond has given his speeches.
Can I make a request for your speech?
Concedes you.
Can you just give them the speech from Independence Day?
If I knew it off the top of my head, maybe. All right. Oozle's gonna like stand up on the walls, clear his throat.
Here we go.
Hear me, men, women, and children.
Yes, we have women and children fighting.
We sure do.
It's everybody.
The Mad King's hounds
We're intersectional.
howl at our gates. The king and his dogs see you as farmers and peasants who have forgotten their place. A place of servitude and silent obedience. You know what I see? I see men and women who have chosen to no longer turn a blind eye to this kingdom's atrocities. I see parents who choose to no longer live in fear of having their children torn from their arms and sent to camps to simply be torn limb from limb when their talents do not make the cut. I see children choosing to fight the crown in order to never go back to those camps that they were saved from. We are outnumbered, but one man fighting to protect his family is worth 20 who blindly follow orders. The coward king hides in his castle while he sends his troops to die. A true leader leads the charge. A true king would place himself in the same danger that he puts his troops in. The king is weak, and his days are numbered. Most of you did not trust me when I first arrived. The king told you that orcs were lawless savages. What he did not tell you is how loyal orcs are to their tribe. And like it or not, you are now my tribe. And I will die to protect you. The men outside these walls have made their choice. They choose to remain blind. Now it is time for all of you to choose. Will you roll over for the king like a beaten dog? Or will you bare your teeth and follow an orc into battle? Will you fight to protect your families? Will you fight for a new order?
Very rousing.
Battle positions, men!
Everybody immediately starts scrambling. You have but minutes before battle begins. You head back to the front line, hanging at the wall.
I want to go around and give everybody, as many people, guidance and resistance as possible before we.
Yeah. You just like. You are just sat up on this little pedestal at the gate.
Touch the ball.
People are falling out, and everybody that goes
That's a
by
rabbit
just
for
like,
luck.
it's like a copper piece without blessing being upon
It's
you.
it's like the coach with his hand outstretched, like the tunnel, just like clapping hands.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's like a lucky rabbit's paw.
Kiss the paw.
Little ring on the wooden paw.
I like Oozle throwing in there, like, you know, a real king's out there with the troops, like I'm gonna be. Keep that in mind.
But you didn't end it up with on our Independence Day, so I'm just ruin the speech for me.
I've seen that movie like once when I was a child, okay?
It's only the greatest alien movie to have ever been made.
I've never seen it.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I saw it a long time
We'll
ago.
have to have a watch party for the extended director's cut.
I'm down.
Yes. In the ship, is the ship mobilized currently,
No.
or are you kind of waiting for
We're
the
hiding
main
out.
war to start before
Well, that
you rise
depends,
from the tree?
because I may have wasted an enchantment. If I double down on Obscuring Mist with the Gems of Wondrous power, will it cover the entirety of the bottom of the ship?
Yeah, because you could have one centered at the back and one centered at the front, kind of thing.
Yeah. I just want to be a cloud in the sky.
Okay, absolutely.
Then we are mobile and up.
All right, but you are up high
We are
altitude.
into clouds.
Yeah,
They are a
fantastic.
cloud.
I am a cloud.
Am cloud.
We're getting a little moist, you know, we're wiping the water off of us.
Yeah. The air's thin. Hanging out on the walls.
Yes.
Ready to be mobile on the walls.
Um,
Ready to then join
Yeah.
frontline troops.
Yeah, right.
And when Oozle and Mark retreat back, you both plan on then reforming up with him. Cool. You and Mark, what is the exact plan at the redoubts? Mark plans to be the last man to retreat at every station.
I will be with Mark.
Okay.
He will not be the last man. We will retreat together.
He plans basically he's going to be the last man to start fighting and then the last man to leave.
Okay.
So he is with the melee force, which is your best trained, best armored kind of elite guard. That way, when forces come and they actually get physically there, all the archers will be at the last redoubt. They can start providing covering fire that they can then retreat through.
Yeah, and then essentially what I'm thinking is me and Mark be like covering melee fire until to like help our troops get out, and then we'll pull out.
And that is nothing that I'm going to need any realistic roles from you for. The entire vanguard is made up primarily of mooks. It seems that they're keeping all their important people and their kind of secret weapons and whatever for after the redoubts. But yeah, they are basically just planning on marching into town and just taking it kind of thing. I will take a roll from you just as to how long you postpone, how effective the redoubts go.
What?
Some kind of skill check.
Skill check.
Your knight would probably be pretty applicable.
Either that, or if the DM would allow it, because I have all my fear shit going.
You're going to use some of those charges of active abilities?
Not all of them.
Okay.
If anything, like I'll just start with. It's like next year. I'll start with just one of a pop of Channel Fear because I have many of those.
Yeah.
And just have that.
It 100% helps.
Have that going, and because of that, and because I'm like literally a black knight with a big ass demon on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
Not where I thought you were going with that.
Can I roll intimidate to
Absolutely.
try to help out? So.
Black it on the table.
Ooh, that's almost as good as it could be. A 42.
Yeah, these vanguard forces of just men are struggling to take realistic ground. What winds up really happening as they've kind of been funneled down to this roadway, you have redoubts out of kind of in a chevron formation that goes back. What realistically winds up happening is that you're at one, Mark's at another, and Mark does not have the same effects. And by the time that he drops back, in order simply to not be flanked, you have to retreat.
Okay.
But men do not wish to approach your redoubts in that way.
Could I be in like the middle of the ship?
Yeah, but you would suffer then
Same
from
thing,
the
pretty
it would
much.
just be from both sides at that point. Your aura radius, unfortunately, is simply not wide enough.
I mean, it is like 60 feet.
It's 60 feet, yes.
But they're not
you are
60 feet apart.
you are looking at
Yeah.
a mountain of flesh coming at you, basically. You're looking at thousands of enemy troops. Yeah, you are able to. I mean, it is hours of combat. It is all but sundown by the time that they are going to, in earnest, reach infantry battle. This is the time. You guys reform up in your groups. The Mad King's forces have not sent anything crazy at you yet, anything out of the ordinary. It has been very forthright standard warfare. The infantries are meeting up to go. Mark is going to be with you guys unless a necessity comes up that makes him choose between going with the party or sticking with you.
Roger.
You guys form up with the infantry.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first volleys that is sent your guys' way is thanks to our good Hollow Wolf.
Oh, God.
An opening volley of monstrosities. This will count as an extra combat encounter. that was not guaranteed to happen, but will. Coming at your party, there are the apes' skulls floating atop their heads.
Fuckers.
Intermittent between them, these dogs, each glowing, skin ash black, glowing lines of different color. And this thing.
What the fuck?
Switch to the battle cam and get a good look at it. Good look at the forces as they come up.
That's a murloc, clearly.
It is some kind of crabfish lad.
Snakehead terror, anyone?
And it is coming at you guys fast. We are going to roll initiative and then take our 5-minute break.
Come on, duck.
Yay.
Hey, we love a nat 1! We love a nat 1!
Starting off strong, Haraway. I assume that this is the time that you plan on unleashing some of your hell.
Maybe. I'll be an initiative just in case.
Yeah.
That is a 27.
27, NVIDIA nat 1.
18 on the die.
18 on the die.
8.
8 total. And Oozle.
27.
What is the dex?
Mine's easily better.
Yeah, well, I think mine is. Yeah, my dex is 17.
Don't you need to hand out like
20.
Adara's things for the day?
I guess I would have gotten one of her rerolls.
A fate die to everybody, and there are 2 rerolls on the table. Who desires them?
Honestly, I think me and Zelly.
Yeah, since East isn't here.
That's good.
Who wants the first?
I'll take the first.
A 5.
Better than a nat 1.
And it's Zelly,
Nat 1.
a 17.
Hey, there you go.
Hey. All
And the
right.
fate die is D8.
Yes.
Is a D8, yes.
On a
Nice.
D20 roll.
And everybody got a guidance and a resistance, so that's the resistance is a +1 on your saving throw.
I probably would not have.
Okay.
Because I have left a good bit ago.
Yeah, that's
And
fine. You
guidance
don't
only works on the next, so our
Yeah.
first roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
And guidance is just a
Plus
+1.
But it can't hurt.
We're going to go to our 5-minute break. We'll be back shortly with the extra combat. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.